Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Colorado Avalanche franchise mode. So in today's episode, we are going to be defending our title as we take on the Los Angeles Kings in the first round of the playoffs. So yeah, we've never played them before, but they are a pretty good team for the most part. Like, they're a really good and young, inexperienced team, but they do have a chance to upset us for sure. Also, I wanted to quickly mention what other teams were playing in the playoffs because I don't think I went over the playoff tree in last episode. So Sweden is back in the playoffs against the Canucks, Dallas and Detroit, and then St. Louis and Nashville. And then in the East, you got Florida and Philadelphia, Tampa Bay and Boston, New Jersey, Montreal, and Washington in the Czech Republic. Now, I was actually looking at Tampa Bay's lines because they did make a huge trade at the trade deadline, and their team is really scary if we ever have to go up against them in the finals. Because look at this center core, nobody below an 85. The wingers are really nice too. The defensive core is really nice. The goaltending is really good. And then scratched wise, Matvichuk is currently out with an injury, but he would be a really good player to bring in. And then Matt Cullen is right there too. So I mean, like, this team would be really scary to go up against. Like, they're probably gonna win the cup if we don't. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into game number one. Game number one. I don't know why I just said that. Game number one at the McNichols Sports Arena. Let's see if we could take this. We should be able to beat them, but then again, like I said, the inexperience of them, actually, the inexperience might be better for them in a sense because they're younger. And wow, okay, 3-2 after one. Dandino, Fleury make it 2-0. Jokinen scores. He's only 26. And then Sakic makes it 3-1, but Houston pulls within one goal again. We had 3 goals on 7 shots, so that might be the downfall for the LA Kings is their goaltending, because Stefan Fissett's kind of weak. Second period, and it is 4-2. Ozolinsh, good job, Ozolinsh. 4 goals on 21 shots. Let's just lock this down, boys. Here in the third period. Like I said, we should be able to take this series because we got a lot more experience on our team. But then again, like, these youngsters, you never know, really. Because it could be like what happened with the Columbus Blue Jackets beating Tampa Bay. You just never know when it comes to the playoffs. And we are going to take game one, 4-2. Good job, boys. Patrick Wall getting the W. Wow, that was a lot of penalties. What the hell? Oh, actually, no, that wasn't just all penalties. Okay. So Dandino from Sakic and Gerbeshkov. So Gerbeshkov picking up a point. Fleury from Dandino, Sakic from Fleury, and Ozolinsh from Watt and Gerbeshkov. So good first playoff game for Gerbeshkov. Sakic gets first start, Dandino the second, and Patrick Wall the third. Hopefully we can continue that into game number 2, and then also when we go to LA at the Great Western Forum, I think it's called, because it wasn't called the Staples Center then. So here you go, game number 2, still on home ice. Come on, boys. Let's continue that offense and that defense. First period, and it's 1-0. That's a good job. Chris Drury beating Stefan Fissett. We're out shooting him 13-9. Second period, still, wow, 2-0. Sam Sturdwick, okay. Sam Sturdwick coming off another really good season with 68 points, puts up a goal, and we are up 2-0 going into the third. We're heavily out shooting them 29-13. Let's just lock this down. Fissett's still keeping them in this game, which I don't really like. And Donovan, our former player, makes it a 2-1 game. That's not good. And Akil Thomas ties it up. Shit. We just dropped a 2-goal lead, but Fleury gives us back that lead. Huge goal from Theo. Power play, and we don't get it done. Penalty kill, nicely done. And we are just barely going to take that game 3-2. We almost fell apart in that third. Thankfully for Theo Fleury, we win that one. So Drury from Zubov and Darmour, Strudwick from Forbes, and Fleury from Forsberg. 3 stars in that game, Fleury, Drury, and Waugh. That was a tongue twister at first, Fleury and Drury. Okay, so now we switch to LA, where we've never played in the playoffs before, so I don't know how they're going to play on their home ice. You never know. So let's see what happens here in game number 3, Great Western Forum. Come on, boys, let's get a road win here and take a commanding 3-0 series lead if we can. First period, and it is 1-1. They open the scoring. It's Thomas Gustafson, who's their third line center, I believe. And then Drury ties it up for us. Second period, and it is 2-2. Wow, okay, tight game here. Sakic makes it 2-1 for us, but then Gustafson picks up his second of the night, and we got a 2-2 game headed into the third. Come on, boys, let's get the lead here. And Robitaille gives them the lead. Their captain, probably. Come on, boys, let's tie this up. Penalty kill. We get it done. We don't get it done. I don't know why I was going to say that. And there's a huge goal from Milan Hajduk, continuing to show that we do have late game heroics. And we are going to overtime here in game number 3. It's a 3-3 game. The shots are 30-28. Can we get the winner here in overtime? Who's going to be the hero here? Colin Forbes? Who wants to be the hero? I don't know. Penalty kill, and the LA Kings win on a power play as Luc Robitaille gives them the win. I'm okay with that, as long as we bounce back next game, because that was pretty tight. So Drury from Zubov and Hajduk, Sakic from Strudwick and Forsberg, and then Hajduk from Drury. Yeah, that was not a good game on defense, in a sense. 4 goals against. We could clean up our defensive bit. It's probably because we are out without Aaron Miller currently, who actually played with the LA Kings around this point in time, so hopefully he comes back soon. I don't know how long it said he was out for. But yeah, I'm going to still simulate this game, and then if we lose this game, I'm going to probably make some line changes. So here we go, game number 4. We're still in LA. Come on, boys, we need to take this game. We don't want to have a tie series. First period, and it is 1-1, just like last game. Matthias Roosevelt opens the scoring, and Jan Bullis ties it up for us. We're getting badly outshot 15-5, but Patrick Waugh is keeping us in it. Second period, and it's 2-1 LA. That's not good. Olli Jokinen scoring. We're being outshot 23-17. Come on, boys. Let's tie this up here. We need another third period tie-up goal. Milan Hajduk, you could do it. I know you can. Come on, boys. Final 10 minutes, and Dylan Cousins makes it 3-1. We're going to have a tie series head back to Colorado. It looks like maybe Forbes makes it a 3-2 game. Come on, can we tie it up? Final little bit. And we are not going to get it done as Antoni Honka gets the empty netter. And yeah, we have a tie series. Damn, LA's playing better than I expected. It could be just because of their youth, though. So yeah, I think I'm going to make some line changes. Just because, like, yeah, we've lost back-to-back games now. And I don't like losing back-to-back games. It's usually when I make my line changes, always in the playoffs. Like, our offense is kind of struggling. So if our offense is struggling, there's only one thing we can do, and that is taking Forbes out of the lineup, I think. Well, Forbes has 3 points, though. Ralph Culp, only an assist. I don't want to take Culp out, though, because he's got potential. But he doesn't look like he's going to pan out that well. Yeah, I'm going to take... I'm going to take Forbes out, even though Forbes has been really good. We're going to put Brett Hull in. We're going to put Brett Hull up to this part. We're going to put Zubov down here. And then we'll go like that. And then, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And then also put Brett Hull on the power play unit, maybe. No, I won't put him on the power play. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. So Brett Hull now into the lineup, playing on that second line. Hopefully he could play pretty good and get that offense going for this team, because we're kind of struggling in a sense. Like, everybody's under a point per game, which doesn't normally happen on this team. Usually we have some guys that are a point per game or over point per game. So here we go, game number 5. We need to win this game because I don't want to drop 3 straight. That would not be good. First period, and it is scoreless, so that's better, I guess. Shots are 14-11 of LA. We need to get on the board here, boys, in this period. Second period, and it's 1-0. There you go, Milan Hajduk, continuing to show that he's a great player. Makes it 1-0. Shots are 27-23 in favor of us. Come on, boys. Let's get some insurance here in the third. There you go. Theo Fleury, another third period goal for him. Penalty kill. It's a 5-on-3 penalty kill, and we managed to do it. Power play. We don't score on it. But yeah, this is a good rebound game. Brett Hull gets put into the lineup, and he scores a goal. 3-0. And we are going to take a huge game with Mark Darmore just making it 4-0. And we have the series lead again, and we are 1 win away from the second round. So Hayduk from Grabeshkov, Fleury from Watt and Sakic, Hull from Drury and Hayduk, and Darmore from Watt and Fleury. 3 stars, Wall the first star, Fleury the second star, and Hayduk the third. So that's what we needed to do. We needed to score more goals and play better defensively because we're not playing the best defensively at all so far in the series. So here we go. Game number 6. We win this game, we move on, or else we are going to a game 7, and I don't want game 7. I hate game 7s. First period, and it is 1-1. We open the scoring. Captain Joe Sakic, but their captain Luc Robitaille answers back. Shots are 14-9 in favor of us. Second period, and it's 2-1 for your Avs. Chris Drury, who's been pretty good this entire series, gives us the lead. We're out shooting them 27-15. Come on, boys, let's get some insurance here. Let's go up 3-1, because saying that 2-1 is kind of nerve-wracking. Final 10 minutes of this third period here in game number 6. Final 5 minutes. Time is winding down, and we are going to lock it down and win 2-1, and we take the series in 6 games, and we are moving on to the second round of the playoffs. So Sakic from Strudwick and Fleury, and Drury from Hayduk and Grabeshkov. 3 stars, Fisted the first star, Carter the second star. Oh no. If Patrick Waugh got injured, that's not good, but I'm fine with Ross Carter being the starter, but still. Shit. Chris Drury gets the 3rd star, but yeah, if Patrick Waugh got injured, that's not good. Please don't get injured. And he did not get injured, so I guess for some reason, maybe he just had like a hiccup or he had to go to the bathroom for the rest of the game. Yeah, maybe he just had an upset stomach. And Aaron Miller is back for the second round, which is great. That helps out our defensive core a bit. Like, I mean, Ken Cleve was pretty good, but he took a lot of penalties. Aaron Miller doesn't take that much penalties, I think, by comparison. So who are we going to face in the second round of the playoffs? Hopefully it's a team we could beat as well, and it's going to be Sweden. So it's basically, well, it's not a rematch of last year, but we know Sweden definitely, they are a really good team. Even though they don't look like it on paper, they could produce really well. And then also Detroit and St. Louis are in the second round. New Jersey and Washington, and Tampa Bay was out in the first round. How did that team lose? And in Florida and Boston. So, I mean, Washington's still alive like they were last year at this point. Okay, so let's take a look at those lines for the Sweden Super Swedes. Should be pretty similar to last year, I'd assume. So, here we go. So, Frederick Modin, Nico Kapanen, and Mikael Samuelsson. I don't think they had Modin last year. I could be wrong. But yeah, they have him. They also have Tate Cook with Bordeleau and Rosa. Rosa was really good last year, and he kind of dropped off a bit this year. Then they also have Hyvinen, Vikingstad, and Knutsen, Berglund, Pedersen, and Rem Murray. Overall, I'm not too scared of what they look like, but I mean, I know that they could simulate better than they look. Defensively, Kulikov and Kvasha, Spezza and Afanaganov, and Vukovic and Pivko. So they still have that really young defensive core. Nobody above 23 years old, so I'm really impressed still with that defensive core. Really good drafting for sure. Hedberg is dropping off a bit. He's still their starter, and Hugo Levesque is their backup. Scratch, they got Amari Gorn, who's out with an injury currently, Jacob Peltier, and Biedrich Polot. So, I mean, they're experienced and they're young, so they could technically still upset us because of last year's playoff run for them. Like, they almost upset us in the conference finals, so Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of our Colorado Avalanche franchise mode. So next episode, we will take it to the second round of the playoffs, where we face off against the Sweden Super Swedes and hope to get to that conference finals. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.